Good morning. So I've been playing a lot of big country football in the last few weeks, and starting back when I first released it, I was toying with ideas on how to make an advanced version of big country football or a second version of big country football. And of late, I have made those decisions, and I have completed Big Country Football 2. And there is a link in the description box below. It'll take you directly to the Big Country Football file on Google Drive, and you can grab the charts completely free. Let's take a look at them. So what's changed in Big Country Football? Well, you no longer have a single chart that says pass or run on it. You will now have coach tendencies. A D6 will determine whether your coach is calling a run or a pass. And then you will use either the run table or the pass table. So this effectively does a lot of things for a football simulator. One, it doubles from 20 rolls to 40 rolls, effectively quadrupling results technically, because there are two columns for most plays. So it doubles all outcomes. It also allows you to use solitaire coach tendencies to whether a coach is running or passing. And it allows you to override and choose on a third and goal from the one to run the ball with the team and just avoid a random pass showing up. Or on 3rd and 15, down by 10 in the fourth quarter, a team running the ball randomly. No, they would pass the ball. So you can override it and just call a pass. Third, what it does is it allows you to play head-to-head, right? You don't call defense, but you can sit down with your buddy. You're on offense. You get to call run or pass, roll the dice. When they're on offense, they get to call run or pass for their team, roll the dice. So it also adds now a component to play with your kid, your grandkid, your brother, your friend, your wife, whatever, your partner, and adds that component to play with a friend. Okay. And last but not least, it allows me to add penalties. So there's a couple things that changed in Big Country Football 2. The only thing that changed are the charts. I added punt block as a rule, which allows now a team has to say they're going to try to block a punt to block a punt. Therefore, there can be a roughing the kicker penalty. And you have to announce you're trying to block a field goal for there to be a field goal block and a chance to rough the kicker on a kicking penalty. So those two things have changed. Nothing else has changed. Ratings haven't changed. Now I've added a head coach piece that's just a 1d6 tendency toward running or passing, right? And that book, by the way, is available on Lulu in coil bound, but you do not have to buy it. Everything you need to play Big Country Football 2 is right here. The rules haven't changed. There's just been added charts. So let's go ahead and take a look at the two new charts. So now my coach, let's say I'm playing a team and I'm rolling my 2d20 and the six-sided dice, and the six-sided dice says 2, and this coach is a runner on a run through 3. Then we're going to look at the d20 on the run result chart, and you're going to find now that a couple of things make this more interesting. Number one, again, teams doing what they do more than not, right? Which is part of the problem with the original game. There's no way to control run or pass tendencies. It's completely random. So that's a fix. Also, you're going to see on run charts, the DL shows up 5 times, and the linebacker shows up 15% of the time. DL show up 25% of the time. DB shows up only 5% of the time. On the pass chart, the linebacker shows up 15% of the time. Remember, linebackers are in the front 7 as much as they're in the back 7. So linebackers are going to be on both charts evenly. DLs only show up once on the pass chart, and DBs show up 25% of the time on the pass chart. So if I'm playing a team with a bad set of DBs, I might throw more, trying to get pushed up, right? Head to head. Obviously, if I'm rolling dice, and you're a run team against a team with a lot of good DL, good linebacking unit, good DL unit, then I'm going to suffer, right? So a team that's a run-heavy team against a team with good DLs, good linebackers, it's going to hurt. It's going to show up more often, right? Same with the pass. If you got a good DB and you pass the ball, there's a good chance DBs are going to wreck your day. Also, because of this addition to all this information, I now have a 5% chance at a penalty versus the defense occurring. However, a DL of any rating can avoid the penalty, period, which is cool, right? So only DL zeros are ever going to see penalties occur in the game on the run. However, If this is a 0, it's a penalty versus it's a defensive offsides. However, if the defensive die says 10 plus, it's actually going to be a false start against the offense. So a defensive or offensive penalty can occur on a 5% chance, right? So teams that have DLs that are 0 are going to see more penalties in their games, right? Teams that have a plus or minus DL will avoid all penalties against the run. Same with the pass. 5% chance there is a pass interference penalty for 15 yards and an automatic first down. However, a 10 plus on the defensive die is a hold, so it'll be a hold against the offense. So it's really a 50-50 chance, right, of being on the offense or the defense. However, if a linebacker is a plus or a minus, there will never be for that team. So a team with a plus or a minus, even a bad linebacker, will avoid the penalty, right? So it means there's a chance for penalties in your seasons, in your careers, in your games, but it's not going to be something that is constantly involved, right? We'll slow the game down, okay? Also, I've made a note that a 20 is a block here. However, you have to elect that to actually make the block. So that's it. So the new book has got some rule rewrites to explain how these charts work, but you do not need to buy the new Coil-Bound book. The charts to play Big Country Football 2 are right here. They are compatible with Big Country Football completely. You don't have to change teams or ratings. So if you're already enjoying the 1985 Big Country Football, this just allows you to add run or pass. Now what you want to do is go through and weight the coach. So the Bears, for instance, will have a coach that's 1 to 4 out of 6 points toward the run, right? Also in this folder, you're going to find the new Big Country franchise sheet. This allows you to print these out like a character sheet in tabletop role-playing. Write in your team, your coach tendency for Big Country Football 2, what year is it, your stadium, your ratings, and then at the end of the season, when you go through the off season, you can just erase and change your stuff. So you can have a character sheet you just keep playing with, right, for all the teams in your league. And you can write down the names and the tendencies for those guys to get statistics if you want to. This is optional, of course. Also, I've put in here the basic Big Country Football field and charts. This will print on an 8x10. So you've got your variable special teams, and you've got your football field right here with your down and your clock. And that fits on an 8x10 sheet that can sit right in front of you with the 2 new charts, and you're good to go. So that's in here as well. And last but not least is the new BCFL Quick Play chart. Nothing has changed on this at all except one rule. If you get a first down, you get to roll again on the chart, ignoring any parenthetical statement. So when you get a first down, you don't just roll again. You now get to ignore the next roll's parenthetical statement. So a linebacker can't avoid a fumble. A linebacker pass to the back for a touchdown. So let's say I get a first down, I roll again, I get a 16. The linebacker normally would have pushed this up or down. I ignore it because it's a first down roll. Now I still have to look at the defensive die to see if it's incomplete pass for a punt, right? So that's the quick play. So the quick play hasn't changed. Just one simple rule. That first down allows you to roll again like normal, but now you ignore the second roll's parenthetical statement. So anyway, I hope everybody's having the best time of their life. I hope everybody's enjoying their week, and I hope everyone is having the most fun they can with their tabletop games. So here is the release of Big Country Football 2. Nothing's changed except I've added now a run chart, a pass chart. I've added rules for punt block and field goal block. Again, I'm not going to print out those rules. If you want the book, it's a coil-bound book on Lulu. It's got everything in it the first book has, except these charts replace the original chart. The new rules are written in there, and of course, all of the Big Country Football teams are in that book as they were originally. However, I've added the coach ratings, etc. So anyway, but there will be a link in the description of this to click right directly into this folder and to grab all of these files. And you are playing Big Country Football. Nothing changes for you. Your teams don't change if you're already in the middle of games. If you've already made your own fictional league, nothing changes for you. You just now get to add run charts and pass charts, right? So all completely compatible. So I wanted to share this sooner than later. I actually have got the book done. I've ordered the book myself for my own personal play. But then I realized I should probably let everybody know this is available. And again, you don't need to buy anything. So, all right, everybody have a fantastic week. Good day.